time for Cousin Crendor!
Cousin Crendor in the morning.
In the morning! Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning! Hello, everybody. It's Thursday.
It is Thursday. How do you do?
It is Thursday, yes?
Thursday it is, yes.
What the hell just happened there? We became like gremlins. Yes, Thursday.
The sky turns midnight.
And the flow rides. Thursday is here. I'm not sure what's happening now. But hi. Welcome back to Cox Crendor in the Morning. It's Jesse, that's Crendor, and we're back with another exciting day of nonsense, really. Just nonsense.
By another exciting day, we mean the last thing you will find exciting in your day.
I don't know. I have a pretty exciting story that relates to something that happened to me. So,
do you?
Yes. The internet apparently knows when fun things happen to me and then creates stories based around that. The other day, our dear friend Dodger and I were driving around in a car because we had to go film something. And we only knew where we were going. We didn't know how to get there. So I popped it in the phone. I was like, Siri, how do I get to whatever the address was? And Siri's like, all right, sure, I'll lead you. So we get in the car. We start driving. Everything's okay for a little bit until we get to a turn where I know to turn one way to get on the highway. But Siri says, no. Turn the other way. We're like, okay. So we listen. 15 minutes later, we end up getting back on the same highway we could have just gone on the first time. We were like, what? So finally we get off, we get back, and we are moving down the side streets to get to this place we need to go to. And Siri's like, turn a left in 500 yards. And then it tells you the street, so we turn
a left.
Right, so we turn left. And then Siri says, take an immediate left. An immediate left from the minute you turn until the end of the street where it's like a no outlet is all bushes. There was literally nothing there. We were like, what? So of course then it became Siri trying to kill us, because then we tried to turn around. Siri was like, turn left, turn an immediate right, turn right. It's like, Siri, there's nowhere to turn this street.
You know what your problem was?
Uh-huh.
You haven't replaced your Siri with an RG4.
RG4 is the newest model, but RG4, when he tries to kill you, he gets it done the first time.
He does.
But anyway, that story relates to this article that I found, which is 10 times better than any story I could have. Sabine Moreau, Belgian woman, drives 900 miles off a 90-mile route because of a GPS error. Get ready, this is an amazing story. And her explanations are even better. Sabine Moreau, a 67-year-old Belgian woman, meant to pick up a friend on January 5th in Brussels, less than 90 miles from her house. However, because of a GPS error, she ended up more than 900 miles away in Croatia. The unexpected journey took the woman across 5 international borders. By the time she hit Zagreb, the capital of Croatia, I hope that's how it's said, 2 days after leaving her house, Moreau realized she had taken a wrong turn somewhere. She'd stopped several times to top off her tank of gas, had taken catnaps in her car on the side of the road, and still continued driving. I was distracted, so I kept going, Moreau admitted to El Mundo Brussels correspondent. I saw all kinds of signs, first in French, then in German, and finally in Croatian. But I continued driving because I was distracted.
What?
When I passed Zagreb, I told myself I should turn around. Here's the thing. What had her so distracted that she spent 2 days on the road going someplace that she could have gotten to in 90 minutes?
How?
Exactly! It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. If you had to go somewhere, and it took like even 2 hours, wouldn't you hit a point where you're just like, hey,
like,
why am I not there yet?
Like, even 4 hours in, I might let a 4-hour transgression ride. Like, okay, I'm a little lost, and I don't want to admit that I'm lost, so okay. But 2 days, 900 miles over 2 days.
And many different languages on the signs.
French signs, German signs. The map of her GPS journey is amazing. She goes through Cologne and Frankfurt. There are major cities that are not in Belgium that she's driving through. Like, if you saw that sign, wouldn't you be like, well, I've gone the wrong direction? No, she kept going. Like, I'm gonna trust you, GPS.
Well, does it say which GPS it was?
It does not say which GPS. In fact, it just shows like a generic GPS in the picture too. It doesn't even say.
You would think, like, shouldn't she even just, like, get a feeling? Like, this doesn't feel right?
Again, we're missing the key factor here. For 2 days, she was distracted by something.
What can distract you in your car?
I don't know.
Maybe. Okay.
I have a feeling she was rocking out. She like had Kiss playing, and she was rocking out. She's like, I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. I imagine that's what was happening.
Like how she's singing it in English. And like her, like, whatever accent that was put into English.
Belgium accent. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I like this part of the story. Moreau's friend found other transportation to her house, and her son had reported her missing to the local police, who tracked her down by following her bank statements. She had time to go to the bank! Or they used the bank to track where she was going. But even then.
So she was stopping places, too.
It says, yeah, she stopped to eat. She stopped to like, take naps in her car.
Well, how distracted are you that if you're stopping to eat and take naps?
Again, I wonder.
It's not too distracted.
I imagine she was having a very philosophical discussion with herself. Like, something is wrong. Like, something on this entire story is just crazy.
To the point where, like, she's eating her food, still thinking about her philosophical theories in her head. I really am going the right way, and it's just telling me that I'm going the wrong way, but the wrong way is the right way.
It goes on to talk about other incidents about how 3 Japanese tourists vacationing in Australia drove off a pier into a bay because the GPS told them to do it. Like, wouldn't you stop at some point? You're on a pier. Wouldn't you see the water and be like, we need to question this, hold up. They're like nope.
They think they're gonna, like, go fly into a different dimension. He's just like, just keep going. He's like, but there's water. He's like, no. That's what they want you to think.
It's like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Just keep going. We'll end up at Hogwarts. Australian Hogwarts.
That's probably what they're doing. They're just like, dude, it's like Hogwarts. That's what this GPS is telling us. Then they just fly into the water.
In August, a man drove straight into the Alaskan harbor after claiming his GPS told him to turn right. The directions took him down a launch ramp and into the water. Again, I have a feeling every time you talk to these people, either the Japanese tourists or this guy, no matter what, it's going to be, I was distracted. This may be one of the funniest yet craziest things I've ever heard. How do you drive 900 miles?
Maybe the GPS is controlling the human.
Thanks, David Lynch. You've done absolutely nothing to help us here. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy, and I thought, okay, that's a crazy story. That's pretty funny. Until I read this next story. Japan's first Cuddle Cafe lets you sleep with a stranger for 6,000 yen an hour.
How much is 6,000 yen?
I know 3,000 is like $38, something like that. I think something like that, yeah. So,
yeah.
Sometimes after a long, stressful day, there's nothing more comforting than crawling into bed with your significant other and falling to sleep in their arms. But what if you don't have anyone to cuddle with in the first place? You can go to Soapland or some other kind of brothel, but then you'd have to deal with all that sex that you really don't want, when you just want to close your eyes and rest in the warmth of another's body. But wait! Before you resign yourself to another lonely night shedding your tears, why not stop by Soineya, Japan's first co-sleeping specialty shop, where you get to sleep in the arms of beautiful girls with no strings attached. Opening its doors September 25th, and none other than Akihabara. I'm gonna get messages about that. Tokyo's electronics district, hub of otaku culture, and birthplace of other eccentric establishments like maid cafes. And then it goes on to say, like, they have a menu. Admission is 3,000 yen. So in order to get in, you have to pay like $40.
Okay.
Then the standard course, 20 minutes, is 3,000 yen. 60 minutes, 6,000 yen. 2 hours is 11,000. And then it goes all the way up to 10 hours. So if you want to cuddle with someone for 10 hours, besides having real mommy issues, you also would have to fork over 50,000 yen. I think 50,000 is like a couple $100.
$563.
All right, so $563 is 50,000 yen. So for 10 hours, you get the comfort of a nice young lady, and that's it. You just sleep. For an additional 1,000 yen, customer sleeps in the girl's arm. For an additional 1,000 yen, girl pats customer on the back.
What?
For an additional 1,000 yen, customer gets to pet the girl's head.
Huh.
For another 1,000 yen, customer and girl stare at each other. For another 1,000 yen, girl changes clothes. Only one time, though.
Oh.
For another 1,000 yen, girl gives customer foot massage. For 2,000 yen, customer gives girl foot massage. For 1,000 yen, the customer sleeps with head on girl's lap. For 2,000 yen, girl sleeps with head on customer's lap. Only 3 minutes.
Only 3 minutes.
Only 3 minutes.
They have like a stopwatch.
Look, you only get 3 minutes of that. The website doesn't specify what customers are and are not permitted to do during the standard course, but it's safe to assume that your options are limited to close your eyes and be quiet.
What, did they also say a maid cafe?
Yes, this is actually really famous. You can look this up on the internet. It's very, like, this area of Tokyo is known for, like, its sort of wacky, crazy stuff. And I know someone's going to message me and be like, Jesse, you can't judge all of Japan by just one group of people. So I won't. But this area, like, where all the otaku crazy, I sleep with the stuffed pillow that has an anime girl on it, like those guys are at. They have a cafe there that the women dress up like maids. Really slutty looking maids and serve you food.
Interesting.
I feel like we should go to Japan.
What? Isn't there a place in America that's like the Cuddle, or what's it called?
There was a woman. I know there was a woman
Yeah.
somewhere in the Northeast, and she was very, like, that was her thing. She would cuddle with people, and she was like, I assure you we are not having sex. And she would get, like, a ton of money, like several $100s for an hour. I remember that article. I remember people being like, this is nuts. But now that it's in Japan, it seems less nuts.
It's called the Snuggery.
The Snuggery! Yeah, okay, and?
She's a professional cuddler, and she makes up to $260 a day with up to 30 men a week. That's apparently $1 a minute.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. That is actually a better deal than you have to pay $30 to get in to this place, and then $40 to get in, then another $40 for 20 minutes. You're already out $80 by the time you get 20 minutes of sleeping.
Yeah.
This girl's America, doing it the way it should be done.
Doing it the way it should be done.
That's entrepreneurial spirit right there.
And then you can pay $100 to get a 45-minute session of double cuddle.
With two girls.
Yeah.
What is going on here? America, why are we so much better than the rest of the world? We thought it up first, and we did it right the first time. Japan, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, other countries.
That's how we're going to end that.
Yep.
All right, now let's move on to Chapter 7 in the Sky with Crendor. And how's that traffic out there, man?
Well, today it's Thursday, so there's a lot of cars out there. I see a car. There's another car. I see a few more cars. Oh no, there goes a car. He's flying off the bridge. I think he's trying to listen to his GPS system. Oh, he's falling. He's falling. He's falling. And up. Up. He's fine. He just poured it into a different dimension. Back to you.
For once, his GPS is right. You know what the thing is? I bet those people who fell into the rivers and oceans and whatever, I bet they got scared at the last minute and didn't have the conviction to keep going.
Probably not.
You have to believe. That's how portals work.
You gotta believe.
Clap your hands if you believe. All right, now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. Crendor, how's that weather out there, man?
Today, we're going to Yatesville, Georgia. And right now, it's 59 degrees with light rain.
Oh, delightful. Just
Yeah, it's 99%.
a smattering of rain.
Yes, a smattering. It's 99% humidity, while in my place, I have a humidifier. It humidifies my air. It's right behind me. So if you ever
And?
hear the like glub glub glub, that's my humidifier.
Okay, but what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, I thought it related to humidity. Trending keywords in Yatesville are snow, rain, raining. And some local tweets. I'm Chillin' Josh says, at the end of the day, I still wish I could do the dance Michael Jackson did in the rain on that one music video. That was pretty dope.
What? You know, that one music video.
That one. He also
Oh,
capitalized
the one where
dope.
he's like, hey, and he's got the white shirt on. You know that one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, everyone knows that one.
And then S. Bralick says, apparently it's supposed to snow, so I'm gonna go beat my meat.
What? How is that on the weather page?
I don't know, but it is. And
You know the
he's
best
not
part
from
about that? If there was a meat page, that would also be on that page too.
He's not from Florida, though.
But he's from Georgia. That's very close.
No, that's true. He probably moved there from Florida.
He's a stone's throw away from Tallahassee. That is crazy town right
It
there.
is.
So
And then Tony Monataneri says, living life snow go. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. Live in the snow, go.
He also tweeted, man who uppery? And phone ringing at 12:24 booty calls.
Yeah, this guy sounds like a class act.
He does. He's
Got
Tony.
that snow, go. Uppery?
He
booty
got
call.
that snow go.
Oh,
weather.
dear God. Yep. All right, now let's go over to Crendor at the sports desk. Crendor, let's talk about sports.
Sports. Today, LeBron becomes the youngest to 20,000 points.
You know what? I'm glad that happened, because now he can only go downhill.
Exactly.
Eventually, he'll fade away to obscurity. I hate you, LeBron. You left the
Tear
Cavs.
some ACLs, some MCLs, some BCLs, some GCLs. And then you can start getting all the TV announcer deals.
I hope he gets to sit down and be like, I took a lot of time to think about this.
Oh my God. By the way, the Bears hired their new coach, and I was watching the local news today. They were all like, the Bears have a new coach. And then they're like, we're going to find out what Coach Ditka thinks of the new coach. And they brought him on the TV, and no joke, his title was the coach. And he is like, this guy looks like a winner. I think he's gonna be good for the Bears, and I like it.
And they're like, well, if the coach approves, then he's good.
Exactly. And that's sports.
I like how I imagine in Chicago, whenever there's a problem, they're like, call Tika.
Go get Ditka. Go get him. It's like we can only summon Ditka with Polish sausage. They line up this Polish sausage in a ritual.
With our sausage combined,
Then he just appears out of the ground.
I am Mike Tika.
Ditka.
I can't tell if I'm laughing because the scenario's funny or how bad my Chicago accent is.
A little of both. A little of both.
Polish sausage. Polish. I don't know what voice
Polish
that is.
sausage.
Polish sausage.
You gotta say sausage.
Polish sausage.
That's so off.
I seriously can't even breathe. Oh my God, I'm bad at that. I am real bad at that. Whew.
I will
All
say
right.
that you tried.
Not very hard.
Exactly. So that brings me to a great article about stay pretty do-it-yourself beauty tips.
I'm totally down for this.
Yes. So these are also submitted by readers.
Oh, so they're legit.
Reader tip number 1, a spoonful of sugar.
Didn't we
My
learn
grandma-
yesterday that that's bad?
Well, she says, my grandma told me to scrub my face with sugar to keep it soft, then moisturize afterward.
What? Wait, you take a spoonful of sugar and then just rub it on your face?
Guess so.
Wouldn't you get, like, horrific... I guess that's not grease. I don't know. How do pimples work?
What the expert says. Grandma was definitely onto something. Sugar, which dissolves easily, is one of the gentlest exfoliants around, says Flor Mayoral.
Really?
MD. Yep, a pinch of sugar mixed into your regular facial cleanser is a good way to go.
That is nuts. If only I facial cleansed. My face is so dirty.
Yeah, I don't facial cleanse.
Yeah, if only I did that. But I bet there are a few ladies out there, and guys. I guess there are guys out there who's like, gotta get my morning scrub in.
Well, tip number 2 is cute curls.
Oh.
My grandmother taught me to curl my hair using only bobby pins. What the expert says. Pin curls are still an effective way to get a natural-looking wave, says Katie Marshman, a senior stylist at Salon Capri in Newton, Massachusetts.
Oh, that's legit. That's legit.
That's-
Salon Capri, that's legit.
After washing and drying your hair, take 1-inch pieces, spin each one away from your face until it spirals up into your scalp and pin it in place with bobby pins.
That's a good tip. I'll
Brushing
do that.
causes frizz.
I'll do that from now on.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do at least. Number 3 is the lipstick trick.
Oh, well, this is definitely up our alley.
It is. My mom used lipstick on her cheeks, and I do the same.
Whoa! Hold up, crazy person. What?
That's what she says. My mom used lipstick on her cheeks, and I do the same. What expert says? This is a great way to create a realistic hue, says Christina Vogel.
When you're a robot, if you're looking to become realistic, this is the perfect way to fake out humans.
This is a very realistic look.
RG4 can now infiltrate human social functions.
He just has like lipstick all over his robot face.
RG4 looks real.
Hello, boys. RG4 is looking for a good time.
Number 4 is smart slumber. Sleep on your back as much as possible, my mom said. It helps prevent face wrinkles. It's apparently very true, says Dr. Mayoral. Consistent pressure on specific parts of the face creates lines, and some people who always sleep on one side of their face will develop a large number of wrinkles there.
I sleep on one side of my face. Does that mean I want to be like Two-Face in about 20 years? Where I'm just
You
have like
are.
a horrifically wrinkled side of my face? Like, yes, greetings, ladies. Perfect. Perfect.
They'll look at you from one side and be like, wow, look at him. And then he'll like turn around and they're just like, ugh.
That's what it'll be. Didn't the other article say sleeping on your stomach would give you good dreams, like sexy dreams?
Yeah.
So, look,
You just gotta pick what you want.
I'm willing to sacrifice half of my face for sexy, sexy dreams. I mean, as we learned yesterday, I'm having an awesome time banging Oprah in the body of a little white girl. White woman, no letters.
Here's luscious locks. My mom told me to use beer for shiny hair. What the expert says. The hops in beer add smoothness and shine. After shampooing, simply rinse with a bottle of any type of room temperature beer.
I'm gonna let you know right now, I really, desperately, more than life itself, want to get a woman in like a shower and just be like, yeah, girl, we about to get freaky. And just spray her down with beer. And then when she's like, what'd you do that? And be like, it helps your hair. Didn't you know? She'll be like, you're so handsome and smart, Jesse. And I'll be like, yeah. And then I'll spray her with more beer.
I think that's exactly how that would go.
That's exactly how that would go, I think.
There's no other way.
No other way.
Fast facial. Mom would make a paste out of avocado and olive oil and use the mixture as a facial mask once a week for her dry skin. Barbara Feltus Jones, Alexander City, Alabama. What the expert says, avocados are very rich in fat, notes Dr. Mayoral. Together with extremely hydrating olive oil, they seal moisture into the skin.
Huh,
So
good to
there you
know.
go.
Yeah, use avocados because, Dad didn't want that for his guacamole, so, whatever.
He's just like, where's the avocados I bought?
I used it for my facial, dear.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
When a blemish pops, I reach for toothpaste. Just spot treat the area and let the toothpaste set, then rinse away. It helps to quickly dry up the imperfection. Thanks, Mom.
I like to imagine that if you're using like a whitening toothpaste, your skin would just be a little bit whiter there. A little bit lighter. Like, what is that mark? Like, a beauty mark? Definitely not toothpaste.
My mother told me to wipe off eye makeup with face lotion for a more gentle, less trying approach.
Okay.
And my mom warned me to not overpluck my eyebrows when I was younger. Now I appreciate that mine are still full and I don't have to worry about filling them in. At least not yet.
I like how that's the caveat. Like, look, one day I will, though, because I'm going to keep plucking.
Well, I know that this is the #1 podcast for learning beauty tips.
I think so. I think the last 2 days alone, we've given more beauty tips. That's because we have a lot of lady listeners.
We do.
And every once in a while, we have to throw them a bone, if you know what I mean. Dica. Policies.
Dica.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you for listening. We'll be back tomorrow for an amazing Friday show. My favorite type of show. Yes. And we will see you then. To be continued.
Yeah.